NZD USD. Okay, looking at Kiwi dollar here. So very bearish month so far, way below this moving average. You can see it's actually almost completed its full monthly range all the way down to this 59 level, about 325 pips. So it normally moves. A little bit of a pullback so far today, but yeah, I could see it pulling back up to this area actually, to be honest. I think it still has 2 weeks left in the month, and it only has to go like another 60 pips down or whatever, 70 pips from the top here, but from the bottom only like 33 pips. So, and that'll be the full monthly range. So I mean, that's totally, you can't ask much more of it. So yeah, I mean, I like these NZD pairs, these Kiwi pairs. The dollar, it's kind of interesting. The dollar, what it's doing, if it starts pulling back and losing its strength that it's recently gained, then you know, this might push back up a bit. But I do think this is still bearish long term. Now you got these zones in play here. This one I'm actually going to delete. I'm going to clean up these areas here. Just trying to see what we would be working with, maybe. Just trying to see where this might come up to. Might come back up and retest all the way up here. It's got the time to do so. So it is possible, but there actually is a nice little zone right here. So we'll see if this comes up that far. I'm just curious about what this looks like. Yeah, this is telling me quite a bit higher, so I don't think it would come that high. So I don't think it's due for a full retrace of this movement here, but it might actually do a retrace of this month technically. So yeah, it did. No, I never hit that. So yeah, no, it could retrace on the month, which like when I say the month, I mean this is the monthly segment. So from basically August 1st here, which is actually this candle, down to here. Yeah, so price could come back, and you can see this 50% zone lines up absolutely perfect with this little zone that I drew. So I mean, that very well could be the play then, if price continues to pull up. If today closes bullish engulfing, it's, you know, higher than this candle wick, then yeah, I could definitely see that happening. Just makes sense. It's moved so much all month already that it might just decide to pull back. And then another thing to keep in mind that I also noticed is right here is your 6-1 whole level. So just keep price in mind. Keep these two areas in mind if you're looking for a short position. Let price come back up to, you know, at least this area. Let it see some rejection, some retesting of this area here. Because I wouldn't, like I said, there's only like 30 pips. You know, even if you took a short now, the most you're really looking to make this month is like 60, 70 pips. But I do believe it could pull up, you know, all the way back to these areas and retest these areas. So there's no sense in getting in a short position now. Wait for price to come up to this area here, and then we'll reassess it there. I'm sure it'll run into some sort of resistance around this zone, especially with these major wicks here. And then I'll look for an entry there. Just want to see, yeah, price is way below this moving average. So ideally what's going to happen is you got this area of liquidity here, but it'll probably bust through this and then just trickle up to this zone here. And between this area and the 6-1 whole level here. And then yeah, you want to place a short somewhere around there. I just want to see all these full time frames here. Yeah, definitely a real bearish month, and then odds are next month will be bearish too, because this will close pretty full. I think it'll probably, I mean, it's got a ton of momentum still has 2 weeks left in this month, so it'll probably hit this 59 level, and then I'll look to just target lower. And one on the weekly, yeah, last week, nice super bearish, last like 4 weeks, very bearish, so that's a good sign. But yeah, this candle could retest some of this previous candle, and just see, got a zone here. So there's that area. Price might just come up to this area and retest it. Might not make it all the way up to this one. So keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I think Kiwi dollar is just on its way to pull back here. It's got a bit of a, just trying to see. You did have an area here, but then price completed this bullish engulfing candle here. So it's just a 4 hour, so it's not as significant. But yeah, I do think Kiwi dollar is just on its way back up to the 61 level or close to. So just be patient, wait for a position up there. Do not take one now because this looks like it's pulling up, and I mean it's moved so much already this month, and it only has 30 more pips to move for the rest of the month. So it's got plenty of time to do it. So odds are it's just going to pull up until then, and then maybe the last week dump down. So that is my take on Kiwi dollar.